yeah, guys, give me some good RNG, please. All right, let's go in 3, 2, 1, go.
Brigands have run up these lanes.
Red Scarf Dismiss. I approve. Wow, Reynold going first. Wow, we going first. Alright. Hey, Calchin. Oh. Nice miss kick.
There is much to be found in forgotten places.
Oh.
An ambush.
Missed the speed roll. But not the hit at least.
Is no longer welcome.
Point blank. We dodged. Nice.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Oh.
Terrors may indeed stalk these shadows, but yonder are the mint of gold. A victory. Perhaps the turning point.
Not a bad old road. Gotta say.
Welcome home.
Such as it is.
This squalid hamlet,
come on.
these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
Oh.
Women and men, soldiers and out.
Let's see. So ideally we immediately get what we want. Okay, no bad quirks. That's nice.
In time, you will know the tragic extent.
I'll take a Hellion.
A mecca of madness and morbidity. Your work begins.
So just skipping the dialogue there. Or queuing the dialogue, so we don't see it later.
Once, our estate was the envy of this land.
The Gibbs for Reynold. Nice.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Okay, I guess.
Make no mistake, we will face ever greater threats. Our soldiers must be ready.
Okay. Yeah, skip the provision dialogue, exactly. I mean, we probably would have had some time to listen to it, but nah.
And now, the darkness holds dominion.
Might as well.
Black as death. Another one falls. Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
Driven into the mud.
Even the cold stone seems bent on
Oh, we
preventing
got some
passage.
fortnights. Yeah, we get shuffled. One off. Wow.
Impressive.
That's a good ruined one. Holy crap. Nice fight.
As victories mount,
I'll take it.
so too will resistance.
37 seconds with moving as well. Yeah, that was basically perfect fight.
A fortune waiting to be spent. Singular strike.
Okay.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy.
Oh wow, really? One-offs.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
A little low on the, or a little light on the heirloom side.
The trap maker's art, his efficacy on
But we'll see
by his own eyes.
what's in the final chest. Oh, is she kleptomania? Yeah, she is. Okay, I guess we... No, it doesn't matter. We're not doing any mission with loot anyway anymore after this, so... And since she cannot steal the final chest here, that's fine.
The darkness holds much worse than mere trickery.
And boogeyman. Yeah, who wants to do more missions actually? Alright. Now the Hellion is failing me. Everybody is failing me.
Their formation is broken. Maintained.
I mean, I guess we have 3 repulses at least.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and
Okay, there's
insidious killer.
some heirlooms. Okay. Also no bad quirks. I approve.
The degeneracy of the hamlet is nothing,
Oh,
I
oh.
fear, when compared to the condition of surrounding acres. Trinkets and charms gathered from all the forgotten
Corners of the earth. I guess I could have looked for a Huntmaster. But I think we will be fine with a Highwayman as well.
You answered the letter. Now, like me, you are a part of this place.
No bad quirks yet. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I don't care too much about the quirks. That's what I meant when I said earlier today on your stream. It's more the fire and forget thing, because you can just heal always.
For months, years,
essentially.
an eternity, and we were rewarded with madness.
Yeah, that's... I mean... Sure.
A lawman and his faithful beast. A bond forged by battle and bloodshed.
Battle and bloodshed. So we have to do like 2 more or something. Hey, HC Dola. Do you work with a lot of people? Technically, I work with people since I'm a nurse. But it's not like hundreds of them. Since I'm not working at a hospital.
You answered the letter. Now, like me,
I guess.
You are a part of this place.
I usually get rid of diseases though. Sure. Ah, cool. Yeah, I work in a care facility for physically and mentally disabled people. But yeah, they are in lockdown as well. So no visitors allowed and stuff.
Before the crows and rats made it their
Doesn't
domain.
look too bad. But yeah, over here we have been pretty good. It's not as crazy as in other parts of the world, probably including the US.
All the decadent horrors I have seen pale in comparison to that final, crowning thing. I could not look,
nor could I look away. Oh, I haven't done my resolve check, right? Refracted. Okay, so technically not the worst, I guess.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my
Tragic
failings.
extent of my failings. Nothing.
In time,
Oh.
you will know
Wrong.
the tragic extent of my failings.
Wrong.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of
Yeah,
my
let's
failings.
let's hear that twice. Why not? Ah, yeah. I mean, I usually at the end of T-splitting, I will start and look at quirks and stuff. And it's, I guess it's just personal preference if you wanna go with the final party into Ruins 1 or with whatever, and then take the final party off of Ruins 1. Splits, basically. It doesn't make a difference because you have to make the splits anyway. Like the extra splits if you take the party after Ruins 1 or from Ruins 1. You have to split extra for every split you have already done before getting the character, so...
It was a yearning, a thirst for discovery that could be neither numbed nor sated.
So in the end, it doesn't matter where you split, I guess, for your team. There are some diseases.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
I mean, I guess can always bring the virtue ring. Even though I'd love to have a focus ring.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Also, he's back in the party. It's weird that it sometimes glitches out that way. Hey, it's P-Chan. How's it going? Alright. By the way, is my microphone volume loud enough? I didn't
with you
check
the
any
terrible wonders I have come
volume
to know.
levels before streaming today. Not too great, everything. Volume is fine? Okay, cool. Because like in my in-ears, usually the game is much louder than when I put it on my speakers. So I'm always not sure.
Can you feel it? The walls between the same world and that unplumbed dimension of delirium are tenuously thin here.
Actually, an interesting thought I just had. What if I do a scaredy cat? Oh, like a scaredy boost here. Since Dismas is already level 5. Will the T-splits afterwards give double experience?
A fitting end to my folly, and a curse upon us all.
I mean, I guess Speedstone is not too bad. So that's an interesting question. Yeah. But on the other hand, would it be worth it to like lose 40 seconds, or more, which is almost equal to 2 splits?
The plume
For that.
and the pistol. A fitting end to my folly, and a curse upon us all.
So he needs 12 more, so 6 more. Yeah, I mean, if it's like, and in general, probably your party will be a little bit closer together anyway, experience-wise, because I picked up the Houndmaster so late.
Our family name, once so well regarded, is now barely whispered aloud by decent folk.
Let's get that off her. Get that. Would you end up with enough money to upgrade everything? No. But we can use the multi-client thing to basically spend all our money and all our heirlooms and then immediately get them back.
We dug
So,
months, years,
oh,
an
hello.
eternity, and we were
Let me
rewarded
take
with
that
madness.
soft. Yeah, soft can go.
Experimental
And
techniques and tonics can overcome things a sharpened sword cannot.
Shocker. Whatever the case. Hey, Maxime. Let's see what's today. Hopeless, beautiful. I got refracted, so it's fine.
The degeneracy of the hamlet is nothing, I fear, when
No.
compared to the condition of surrounding acres.
Also, there's nothing bad here. Stress Eater is bad. Shocker is bad. Red Plague, good job. I have thought a lot about if I should add COVID-19 to the disease list,
There is a great
just
horror
for,
beneath the manor,
you know,
a crawling
shits and
chaos
giggles.
that must be destroyed.
It's fine. 3 more. No, nothing.
A new subscriber. Come,
Holy
steel
crap!
yourself.
Hey,
We are building an army.
thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. His friend.
Our estate was
Welcome,
the
welcome.
envy of
Enjoy
this
your
land.
emotes. Yes, please. I'll take a sun ring. Sure. Okay, I mean, technically, we are... I could have done it, like, a little bit better here. Because we got the other highwayman, the third highwayman, actually leveled up already. So... we could have used him for DD1. And
Trouble yourself not
just
with the cost of
leveled
this
him,
crusade.
basically, the highwayman
Noble
afterwards.
Ill affords you broad tolerance in your choice of moves.
Nothing. So this is the last one. Better you have it than it go to waste. Thank you very much. It's very much appreciated. Okay. So, okay, nothing bad happened, which is nice.
And there is the great horror beneath the manor. A crawling chaos that must be destroyed.
Oh, can we just...
At home in wild places, She is a
Xenoblade
survivor
Edge.
and
Thanks
a
for the follow.
strict instructor.
Yeah, and then switch the doggo in after the highwayman, exactly.
A strict regimen is paramount if one is to master the brutal arithmetic of combat.
Just have all the skills upgraded we will actually use. Got the UI. Okay, cool. So
The bellows blast once again. The forge stands ready to make weapons of war. In the end, every plan relies upon a strong arm and tempered steel.
we'll do this. Oh, I actually should have split already. Whatever.
Curiosity.
And we got our elements back. But kept the upgrades. How convenient.
A sharper sword, a stronger shield, anything to prolong a soldier's life.
Before the game trolls us again. Anything here? No. Alright. So. Yoink. Yoink. Get the virtue ring because, hey, why not? I guess.
Once again, the stars are right. And the manor sits at the very epicenter of cosmic
So we know
unrest.
the second client, so it's synced
Rally
up.
to their twisted idols, and great gongs sound in anticipation of the coming sacrifices. Far below, life-laden shadows pulse.
I mean, they don't
to the
even really
unrelenting
have
rhythm
really bad
of a beating
quirks to
heart.
purge, so.
The blood of the fallen flows
Let's
ever
go.
downward along these titan spires. The creature fattens itself on your failures.
Oh my god, the one-off.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Wow, he was first. Okay, no bleed, that's fine.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Oh,
Impressive.
I'll take it.
As the fiend falls,
Nice.
a faint hope blossoms. Decimated.
That was a good
Only the strength to
brawler
forward.
fight. Sure. Oh, they are actually not targeting the highwayman with the virtue ring. I should switch it over to him after this fight. Nice. Oh, come on. Stop it. No bleed though. I'll take it. Okay. Sure. Pull everybody to the front. I'm totally fine with that.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Food check.
Inspiration and improvement.
Nice. Of course. Also, he goes first, which is the one who's almost dead. Love it. Yeah, let's make sure he's dead. Okay. Nice.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Let's actually see, they have them equipped, so...
A spark without kindling is a goal without hope.
Yoink, yoink.
The light, the promise of safety.
Promise of safety. Oh, that was a good time save there on the triple priest fight. Holy crap. Oh, he is actually the guy with the virtue ring. Okay. So that's fine. He's dodging. Ow. And bleed. Sure. Oh, come on. One off. Oh, probably I forgot to split last time the triple priest fight, now that I look at it. Oh, there we go. Easy missing the 50-50. Oh crap. I did not anticipate the Houndmaster. Yeah.
This expedition at least promises success.
We're fine though, we'll reset once next fight. Or just in the last fight maybe. We'll see. Yeah, it looks good. Oh yeah, there's the food check. It's either here or in this corridor, but mostly I think it's in the where it just was. But I think sometimes it's here as well.
Masterfully executed.
Yeah, I actually wanted to kill this first. So let's try and do that. That's fine. A nice Hellion crit. Oh yeah. On the wrong one, I guess. Still not dead. Okay. Nice.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Oh, we still have food, right?
A powerful blow.
Might just do it on the final boss.
Grievous injury.
Now let's actually do it here, and not take a 32 damage crit.
The stars are right, and the man
Or at
is
least
the
not
very epicenter of cosmic
go to
unrest.
death's door immediately.
Cultists rally to their twisted idols, and great gongs sound in anticipation of the coming sacrifices. Far below,
Breakthrough for the win.
life-laden
Yeah,
shadows
sometimes.
pulse to the unrelenting rhythm of a beating heart.
Also, having to listen to the dialogue sucks. Oh, and it's only 21 since he's not afflicted. Okay, I guess we will have another virtue check probably. Wow, how
As the fiend falls,
fucking priests.
blossoms.
Very nice.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them.
Yeah, pull her to the front, that's a good idea. All the dodging. Come on, game. Really, no. And she goes first again. Sure. Yeah. Thank you. What a waste of time.
They can be beaten.
Yeah, well,
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
sure. Let's just suck with the cost. And so we lose the time immediately here because of the depth store crap. Come on. Nice dodges though.
Impressive.
Yeah, we lose all our time save. Make you change straight from the Vestal. The fact that we can basically just heal with a simple relog, essentially. Okay, we don't care.
How great. surges as the enemy crumbles. This expedition at least promises success.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, basically we don't get the trinkets, but lets me heal up mid mission or mid fight essentially.
You have merely glimpsed the edge of the abyss, but it is enough to trigger the cycle of revelation. Now, like me, you will begin to see things as they truly are.
This one's... Oh, oh, I'm dumb. I missed the split. Okay, so we're still a little bit ahead.
You have merely glimpsed the edge of the abyss, but it is enough to trigger the cycle of revelation. Now, like me, you will begin to see things as they truly are.
As they truly are. Alright. Okay.
The thing has no name.
Oh.
Or it needs no language.
Oh, okay.
Nevertheless,
Should
those
work.
who would submit to its word, this will, are rewarded in a fashion.
Let's hope it didn't.
The creature's
Botch this up?
blessings are as
No, I didn't.
repulsive as
Okay.
they are robust.
Whew.
Twisted, half-human monstrosities stalk the flesh-ridden halls, protecting their gestating god.
Yeah, Houndmaster is used for more bleed, and with dog treats, the damage is not too bad as well.
Madness made flesh. It crawls steadily upward from the pit,
Exactly.
supported by the lattice of Cyclopean
nice.
pillars.
Oh. That's always a super scary fight. Yeah, double finger on Dismas. Sure. Double bleed as well.
Their formation is broken.
No,
Maintain
okay.
the offensive.
That's pretty unlucky. Because I'd like to not use the healing glitch until after the 2 Templar fight.
Perched at the very precipice of oblivion.
But yeah, this is pretty awful already.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Oh, come on, one off. Yeah, exactly. That's why this split is called Monkais. Okay.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. The light,
There we
the
go.
promise of safety.
Yeah. Have your flash wall.
Devastating blow.
Alright, Dismas, you can do it. Nice.
Advantage. Give them no quarter.
Exactly lethal. Oh, come on. Okay, no bleed at least. I'll take it.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. and driven into the
So I guess we might just camp here, actually.
gathered close.
Just do this.
Tenuous firelight and uneasy companionship.
Even though I don't really want to, but I think that way we can be a little bit safer for this
In
fight.
radiance, may we find victory.
Oh, I should have switched her over to bleed out, but I guess it's fine. No quit. All the dodging in the world. Of course. It's a nice blight stack you got there. Wow.
Dizzying blow to body and brain.
Okay, I have to be ready to... if he dies now, or next turn. Love how the enemies gang up on my highwayman this time. Is he dead? Oh, we don't know yet. Wow. Oh. Okay.
More blood soaks the soil.
I guess.
Thing has no name, for it needs no language.
We're already aware there.
Nevertheless, those who would submit to its word, this will, are rewarded in a fashion.
Yeah, rip
The
torches.
creature's blessings are as repulsive as they are robust.
Pretty bad RNG
Twisted
here.
half-human monstrosities stalk the flesh-ridden halls, protecting their just
Focus fire is always unfortunate. Okay, I guess I skipped at least his turn. Ow.
slowly, gently. This is how
Yeah, Revelation sucks now. Nice.
the bigger the beast, the greater the glory. Madness made flesh.
Madness.
It crawls steadily upward from the pit, supported by the lattice of
Well, you're not actually worth
scorpion
it?
pillars.
I mean, but its initial damage value is higher, I think, and at least for the heart, it's worth, I think, because you will not move around or get moved around. So. And I just thought about the double Templar fight, because you will usually always have one Templar in the front, which you can hit with bleed out. So that was my train of thought there. Okay, that's the next scary fight. Nice dodge. Appreciate it. Can we take some turns?
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
He's dead. Almost dead. Nice. Nice that the AI sometimes is done.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own. Masterfully executed.
Yeah, let's please kill him.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Okay, this was not too bad, I guess. Alright, so we have one more food check coming up.
The light, the promise of safety.
Usually on our way back, though. Oh, on the way to and on the way back. Let's see. Yeah, up and back. Grand Guard is nice because it's not bolster. I'll take it. Dwarf.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Comes the stun. There's the bolster. It's like the only fight in this dungeon where it's actually bad to have open veins since they cannot bleed. But I guess since it's only like one fight here. Oops. Could have been much better. One off. Fuck.
Their formation is broken.
Thanks.
Maintain the offensive.
There's another stun. Oh.
Press disadvantage. Give them no quarter. A trifling victory.
Alright.
But a victory nonetheless. The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Ow. Oh, come on. There comes the stinger shot or doomsday.
Impressive.
Now we crit. Okay, stinger shot. Dodge, nice. That's fine. No. Another dodge. Beautiful. Wow.
Precision and
Alright. Okay, we might even don't need to reset at all.
the ground quakes.
Oh, gets another turn. I mean, he's on death's door, but he's dead on his next turn anyway, so. Okay.
This expedition at least.
Also, there is a food check down the hallway. And we just might camp. I mean, to be honest, actually it's not worth camping, really. Since we will lose the buffs on the reset anyway. And with how this party is looking right now, we'll probably reset once anyway. So I'd rather have the food to heal up after the last fight. Sure. Be masochistic.
Those who covet injury find it in no short supply.
Oh.
Fear and frailty finally claim their due.
Sure. I'll definitely reset here. I'm pretty sure. And then we'll see about next fight. You can always camp after the next fight as well. Wow. Nobody hitting actually. Oh yeah. Let's just do it now.
The thing has no name. For it needs
Oh, and
no
another
language.
dialogue. I hate it. Why?
Those who would submit to
Why
its
can I
word
not
this
skip the
will
dialogue?
be rewarded in a fashion. The creature's blessings are as repulsive as they are robust. Twisted, half-human
Like just
monstrosities
losing 30
stalk
seconds
the
for
flesh-bitten
nothing.
halls, protecting their gestating god.
Okay. We good.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Yeah, I'll probably just camp after the next fight, to be honest.
Success so clearly.
Now that everybody is great
Or
again.
is it merely a trick of the light?
Yeah. The new DLC is supposed to come out on May
Steadily upward
28th.
from the pit, supported by the lattice of cyclopean pillars.
So, very much looking forward to that. Nice. Sure.
Their formation
Now
is
we crit.
broken. Maintain the
Now we crit, really? Oh, we are actually on this fight already. I just forgot to split again. Man, I'd love to have an auto splitter
impressive.
for Darkest Dungeon. This would be so convenient. It's all PvP and not interacting with the campaign stuff at all. That's at least what they said so far.
Slowly. Gently.
Come on.
This is how a life is taken.
Sure, it's his turn again. So she loses more HP. Wow, and misses. And another tick. Come on, game.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Really?
Gathered close in tenuous firelight and uneasy companionship.
No.
In radiance may we find victory. The way is lit. The path is clear.
I guess
We require only the strength
I
of
forgot the holy water. Yeah.
powerful blow.
Nice. Too long.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Oh, ouch. Cargo 44, thanks for the follow, man. Nice.
Obliterated.
Sure.
As life ebbs, terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
Oh, I pressed one. Oh, come on. Please don't kill my Hellion. Okay.
Cursed champion falls. Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. The maniacal cultists are quelled for a time. But there can be no celebration.
There can be
Your
no
progress is measured
celebration.
only in progressive realization and dawning horror. You are in the shadow of the end.
Accuracy. I guess virtue chance. Because why not? Oh. Go.
The interminable stone halls are but an antechamber. The creature is vast beyond
You're a
measure
rare guest
and
here.
must
Hey,
be
hail to
battled
the
from
king.
within. Step
Almost
over the
missed me.
threshold and let the terrible truth worm its way.
I'm just not
into your
streaming
mind.
regularly anymore, or like, not that I really did at all, but
The gateless gate, a maddening aperture to realms beyond human understanding.
I usually just stream when I have the time. Which I wish would be more often, but that's life. Alright. We probably... Oh, we do this before this is fine. That's fine. No, that's not the 2-client one. But the 2-client one allows me to go without a healer because I can heal whenever I want to. Oh, also, I want to get rid of this. Just a second. Right. Going. There we go. Nice. Oh, come on. Why game? Nice. I'll take it. I mean, they're not even that slow. It's like 8 speed versus 9 speed, and my guys always lose the roll. Yeah, exactly. A single client also goes only with one party.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. Seize this momentum.
Yeah, that
Push
was
on to
not
the task's
the
end.
best.
Huddled together, furtive and vulnerable, rats in a maze. In radiance, may we find victory.
There we go. Okay. Oh my god. slow on that one here. Ow. Sure. Oh, I should have riposted. Whatever. Start to bleed. Ow. Wow. And we immediately have to reset or what? That's lame. Please don't die, Hunt Master. Don't die on me. Also, digestion is just the worst move to use for him. Okay, we live. See, that's only doing like 8 damage and nothing else, essentially, so it's a little bit ridiculous compared to, you know, one-off.
This expedition at least promises success.
Okay. Monka S.
The promise of safety.
Yeah. This will hurt. Oh. How can you miss that?
Perched at the very precipice of oblivion.
Okay. Let's kill this guy. Maybe. Yes. Good.
The slow death. Unforeseen.
So we will camp anyway.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall. The way is lit. The path is clear. We
Let's just
require
do
only
this.
the strength to follow it.
Please go down. Let's just hope he does not target him. Also, why I'm... Oh, I guess. Okay, that's fine. Torment is completely fine.
Their cursed champion falls. As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Alright. Wow. Now let's get the bleed going. You switch the skills in Climb 2? No, I didn't. I reloaded Climb 2 after switching skills and stuff. Oh, you mean, okay, that's what you're getting at. No. Oh, actually, yes. Oh no. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Right. Yeah, I should be fine now, anyway. Okay, that's actually fine. I guess I could have set up riposte.
Impressive.
Wow. Give me those crits, baby. Oh my god, it's dead. Let's go.
These nightmarish creatures can
Okay.
be felt. They can be beaten.
Yeah, we don't care what happens here. Let's go.
At last, the twisted heart of the world is laid
Oh.
bare.
Oh yeah, they
Sword
still got the
or
trinkets.
supplication.
I guess. Don't need food. Also, this time around, we will not listen to the first ancestor dialogue. Right?
The poor miller.
The poor miller. Indeed. Come on, game. Please take my inputs.
Enjoy your stay.
Thanks for the follow, SSB Sergey. Alright, so please bless RNG for a good phase 1. Also, bleed out. My fastest DD4 was in total 8 minutes 50 seconds. So there is potential here.
An entity separate from the whole. I know better. I will show you.
Guess I could have used tracking shot. Nope. Come on. Just press escape, yeah. Easiest skip in the game. True, actually, it is the easiest, yeah. Fine. Come on, give me one. Yes. Okay. Still. Let's do this. And maybe we can kill him too. Yes, we can. Nice. Oh, we were actually in the fight already. So I guess we skip the split. Nice. Oh my god, it's almost dead as well. Come on. Give me 2. 0. Alright. Now suddenly everybody is faster than the... And he doesn't summon... Oh, come on, game. Stop fucking trolling me. Sure. Come on. Okay, guys. I see one. I see two. That's nice. So we only need one more after those two. Let's make sure. Yeah. He's dead for sure. Okay, let's move her forward like this. One off. Oh, Master can clear that one up. Come on, give me one more. Yes. Nice. Of course, now he goes first for the heal. Sure. J-Star, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated, man. Come on, can we kill this dude, please? For the love of God. Thank you.
The flesh is fluid.
Alright, let's go.
Remade.
This smells like a world record, boys. Okay, that's fine. On bleed is fine as well. Alright, let's go with the riposte. Does bleed stack continue? Yes, they after this phase they continue to carry over to the next phase, and then from the third to the fourth phase as well. So that's why we are heavily using bleed here. Or at least try to stack it as high as possible. Alright. I mean, it's a shame. He's essentially trolling. He could be standing in the front and be having like a 30 damage bleed stack already on him. No, that's fine. Another refashion. Okay.
The flesh is immortal. It is undying. Pray it does not take too hideous a form.
Come off of Death's Door, guys. Okay. At this point, it's basically only clicking left, no riposte. Oh, I guess we could have used the only water. Also see that 39 damage crit on bleed out. I think that's why it's pretty good for this phase. Even if somebody dies, it doesn't matter at this point. Yeah, yeah.
Progenitor of life, father and mother, alpha and omega,
Alpha and Omega.
and heart destroyer.
Oh, is it time already? Ooh. Yeah. Sorry, but you're stunned. You can't take your turn. Let's go. Kinda sketchy on the bleed blight stacks right now. Ah, it's okay. Oh. You already took your turn. Sorry, Dismiss. And time. GG.
Victory. A hollow and ridiculous
Oh,
notion.
holy crap.
We are born of this land, made from it, and we will be returned to it in time. The great
It worked out.
This speedrun is terrible, and weakness cannot be tolerated. Multiplying.
Thanks for the
swarming,
GGs, boys. Thanks, guys.
dying.